Hi everyone, I am back with another episode of Ask Me a Question. This is day 2, and so far we have these prizes added in, these 3 packs of lace, and me and my little helper Franny Fran, we have sorted out, what have we sorted out for everybody today? What are these?
Flowers.
Flowers. So we have a pile of beautiful flowers and heart. We have a heart there, don't we, as well? So do you want to show everyone the flowers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look.
Oh, wow. Look at all of those flowers that we have added in for you. And we've got a beautiful heart there as well. Oh, there you go. Franny's showing you these beautiful flowers. That's it. And also this one as well. He's so beautiful, isn't it, for you to use on your project. So should we keep them in piles for a minute, because we've got oh look, Franny is showing you all of your beautiful flowers that you get to have in this giveaway. Oh, and this pack as well, she wants to show you. Oh, there you go. You're a very good helper today, aren't you? Yeah. Do you want to tell everyone what's happening today?
We got flowers and beautiful flowers and...
Yeah, but when we've done the video, what are you doing this afternoon?
What
is it? It's your sports day.
Sports day.
And you've got a race, haven't you? Do you know what your race is that you're doing? What is it? Do you want to tell everyone what you're doing? Are you running? You're going to run really fast. Don't do that because you'll knock Nanny's lights off. Okay, we're waiting a minute. You might want to tell everyone. So we have some questions to answer. Now, all you have to do is ask a question. I answer it, and then we'll do another round today, and you can ask again. So let's get on with your questions. So let's have a look here. So we have Sue Harvey. And she has asked, what is the strangest craft item you have brought? Now, in the last couple of days, I have been thinking, what is the strangest craft item that I have brought? And to be honest with you, I really don't know. I cannot think of something strange, so that I'm going to be honest with you, I am going to hold that one for the next couple of days and see if I can find out what the strangest thing is that I've brought, because I actually can't think of anything strange. Can you think of anything strange that Nanny's... Why have you got your fingers crossed like that? Are you hoping that you're going to win your race? Right, okay, so, okay, Christine's cards and things. Now, don't forget, if you ask a question, then you get an entry into the draw for every question that you ask. And my questions and answer thingies have just closed down because I didn't write them down this time. I thought I would just use my tablet, as I thought it would save me some time. So let me go back here. So Christine's cards and things. Oh no, who's this? Who's this naughty boy? Charlie. Charlie wants to get in, so let's move the flowers, says Charlie. Oh, right, okay. Christine's cards and things asked, what is the funniest thing that has happened to you? Well, I know you all like my funny stories. And what's something funny, Fanny? Can you think of something funny?
Flowers.
Flowers are funny. Oh, okay. Right, okay. So I've had, oh, Charlie, I've had lots and lots and lots of funny things happen to me. And, you know, just too many to sort of go into, but I'm sure we'll get through them as we do questions and answers. So you heard about my landing on the front of a taxi. That was funny after the event, for sure. But I will tell you a funny story. Okay, so I need to set the scene. I was working in London, and I worked in an office. Excuse me. So I might have to use some little things here to give you an example. So, okay, I worked in an office. So this is my office here, like that. Don't move it. And every morning, we would take it in turns. People in the office would take it in turns to do the breakfast run, go and get coffees and bacon butties and things. So this was our office, and it was a whole glass window, so everyone was sat in the office looking out. Here is a zebra crossing right outside. Whoops. Whoa, I've only got one hand. That's not going to work. Okay, this is the zebra crossing. Okay, this is my office. This is the zebra crossing, and I will sort all these flowers out later on, don't worry. And here, if I can use something else, is the cafe. Oh, let's get in shot there. So we've got my office. I've got one hand, so if I'm acting like a bit silly. Right, my office with a glass front window. In fact, let's use this because it was a big glass front window. Everyone sat there working, looking out. Zebra crossing and cafe. Every morning we would take it in turns to, someone would go and get the sandwich run. So this particular day, it was my day. And I had decided on this day to wear a long wraparound skirt. Yes, it was a very nice office long skirt and a jacket, and it was one of these back in the 80s, wrap around with a button on the side, and it crossed right over. So it's my turn to do the sandwich run. So I come out of the office, cross the zebra crossing, go to the shop and get all the sandwiches. Now, there's about 30 people in the office, so I've got my arms full of bacon butties, toast, etc. No hands-free at all. And I am walking across the road. So let's get me. This is me. Walking across the road. All the cars, oh, don't forget as well, cars have stopped. So we've got cars here and we've got cars here stopping because it's a zebra crossing. This is me, hands full, walking across the crossing. I get to about this point here, and my skirt in the wind goes whoosh and blew right over my head, totally over my head, right up my waist and upwards. And those were the days of hold-ups. Thank goodness it was also the day of French knickers and not thongs, because I couldn't do a thing about it because I had my hands full. My skirt was up. I mean, when I say up, it was up. It did eventually come down. I carried on across the road. So embarrassed, I didn't know what to do. Went into my office. And I made a lot of friends that day, put it like that. Everybody who hadn't even spoke to me ever before came and said hello. How are you doing? I made a lot of friends that day. So it's funny now. It wasn't funny at the time, but no one got hurt apart from my dignity. And yeah, so from that day on, I never ever wore a wraparound skirt ever again. Did we, Fran?
So guys, I got a smell like this.
Oh, no, we don't do things like that. She's got a bit of a cold, haven't you? But we don't really do things like that on camera, do we? Because people don't want to hear that horrible noise.
because I'm not very well.
Oh, you're not very well. Oh, okay.
Because I have a snort.
Oh, you have a cold. Children. Oh, my goodness me. Look at Mr. Charlie Asbo. Let me zoom out on here. Where are you? Charlie. Oh, there he is. Right, okay, now we have this and that with Michelle, who says that she loves seeing Charlie Asbo in the videos and that she has a cat called Yogi Bear, and he would be in the middle of things too. Yes, are you poking his nose? She has put, what is your favourite craft store in the UK that we don't have here in the States, and why? Excuse me. I like the Range. We have a shop called the Range, which does have some. Oh, he bit you. Don't bite. He's only playing. He didn't mean to. You all right? Oh no, it's okay. I'll kiss it better. Oh, kiss, kiss. Charlie, you naughty, naughty boy. He's a monkey, isn't he? Oh no. Oh, Charlie, he didn't mean it. He was, oh no, we have a crying Fanny. I'm going to pause it and come back, everybody. Hi everyone, I am back, and as you stop that now, sorry, that's Charles being a pain. As you saw earlier, Franny got a little bit upset because Charlie nipped her. She was okay after about 5 minutes, but she was more shocked than anything else because he is a naughty boy. We had to go to nursery and everything else, so we didn't get a chance to finish off the video, and I thought it'd be best if I carry on myself later on, as it's quite a long-winded video. So where were we? Okay, let me just make sure that I'm not missing any of these questions, and let's get on with it. Hi everyone, and thanks for joining. Oh, stop it. Right, okay, so let's go to these questions. Right, okay, so oh my goodness me, I am out of puff. Okay, we're going to start again because I lost my track with the questions. So we have Jessie back. I don't know what questions I answered. These are the flowers that are being added. They'll be split into 3 piles. I'm so sorry, I'm not with it. We're going to start all over again. If I repeat myself, just ignore me. So, let's have a look. Right, Jessie back asked if I also emboss on my cards. I do embossing, but not very often. I should do it a lot more. I have loads of embossing powders, and I did emboss some. Oh, I embossed something the other day, but I can't tell you what it was because I need to show you in a couple of days, so watch this space. But it wasn't on cards, but I did get my embossing gun and embossing powders out, and I'll show you that in another video what I actually did. But I am going to be doing some embossing on my journal that I'm making at the moment, so I will be getting my embossing powders out, I promise you. Let me just pan out so you can see. Naughty Charles. So I do emboss on my cards, not as much as I should do, and I will find some cards to show you in the day when I was making lots of cards and using embossing powders. So thank you for that question. Right, Sari, she just bought some cosmic glitter bits and wondered if I use glitter. Not really. Again, I did use some on this other project that I've just made, so I will show you, but I don't use glitter very often. I used to, not so much in the junk journals, but I do have lots of glitters. In fact, let me show you what I have so that you can see just how spoiled I actually am and how naughty I am actually not using them. Look, this is my container, and look at that. Look, this is filled with glitter and more glitter, as you can see, and oh, flower, oh, what's that called? Flower Soft, you know. Oh, I'll have to show you the Flower Soft. Lots and lots of glitters, lots of embossing powders. Oh my gosh, heat emboss, embossing powders, glitters and glittery embossing powders. I need to get these out more. Look, I've got lots of glitter. Oh my goodness me. So yes, I should get these out. I'm very naughty. Look how big this container is, right to the bottom, filled with embossing powders and things. So thank you for reminding me that I do need to use glitter and embossing powders more. So thank you for those questions. Right, let's have a look here. By Grace, oh right, she didn't ask a question, by Grace. So don't forget, this is a giveaway, so you just need to ask a question every day to get an entry into the giveaway, which has these laces and these flowers, which be sorted out more neatly. Right, Ashna Agawar, I hope you pronounced your name right. Want to ask if you remember any one person you've experienced that has always motivated you to continue in the field of craft, and if they gave you inspiration to continue always. My answer to that question is that all of you out there watching my videos inspire me to craft every day. So it's not just one person. I watch a lot of your videos, this and that, Michelle, Holinshed Davis, Debbie Vignola, oh my gosh, there are so many, the Scottish Crafter, a lot of you that watch, I watch your videos. Stop that now. I'm sorry if I haven't mentioned you, it's just so many names to remember. But, you know, I do watch your videos, and, you know, I am inspired by all of you out there. And when I get, do challenges and I receive things like Pinky Noble, Judith McPherson, there are so many of you, Joanne's Crafts, you know, I mean, oh my gosh, I cannot, you know, remember all of you, Thorid, I'm just trying to sort of think, you know, you all inspire me, you really, really do. Christine Mortimer, you know, you all inspire me to craft and to do more. So it's you guys that keep me going and doing what I love, and because I want to share it with you. So you all inspire me. So thank you for that question, Ashna. Okay, so Sue Harvey was the question that I'd answered earlier, or couldn't answer because I can't think of the strangest thing that I've bought. Strangest craft item. I'm still working on that one. Right, Jackie McFall, but she did say that she came home and she'd received all her goodies from the giveaway because she won like 3 in a trot, on the trot. So I'm glad you received those things, Jackie. Right, my question is, does Charles like to have his belly tickled? And that one of her cats loves to, but the other one will rip her hand right off. Charles likes to be stroked, and when he's in the right mood, he will have his tummy tickled. But the same thing, when he's had enough, that is it. He will just bite. And I mean, he can hurt sometimes. But with Charles, you can tell. He does this thing, actually. I'm on the bed sitting in the bed in the morning, trying to wake up. And he lays beside me and he turns over onto his back. And you think, oh, he wants his little tummy tickled. And you go to tickle his tummy. 2 minutes later, he is biting your hand off and digging his claws in. So he does, but he likes his head rubbed more like this. He loves his head rubbing, and you can do that for ages and he won't bite you. But if you go here or here, look, see? Yes. And if you do that, look, see, he doesn't like, yeah, you're like Jackie's cat, aren't you? Right. One Peaceful Mind, Alicia, asked, how long have you had Charlie? How long have you had Charlie for, and how did you get him? This one I have answered in a previous question, asked me a question. I have had him about 4 years now, and he turned up. I sat in a pub one day and he just jumped out of a bush and jumped on my lap, and he was a stray that had been going to this pub. He was all skinny and scrawny, and he was a right state. And he wouldn't let anyone near him, and it was really odd because he was sat on my lap. And the landlady had said to me, you know, oh my gosh, is this your cat? And I went, no, never seen him before. Cut a long story short, I said to her, look, keep asking. If nobody owns him or comes up for him, I will come and get him, and I will take him in, and I will feed him up and look after him. And that is what I did. So he chose me, didn't you? And the minute he walked through my door, even though I had 3 other cats at that time, he was like, no, you belong to me. And, you know, he's always been the same. He's been a mummy's boy. He doesn't leave my side. And he wrecks the place. He was called Charlie to start with, and then I had to call him Charlie Asbo because he was naughty. So that's how I got him, and he's like 4 now. I don't really know how old he was, but when I took him to the vets, they said he was about 6 months, so he's about 4. So right, that's that question. Christine Mortimer, if you could go back to work, would you go back to your career, or would you do something entirely different? That's a very good question, actually. Would I do something different? I really enjoyed what I did as a career, but I've done lots of different things, to be honest with you. I love crafting, and I would like to teach that probably more, and do craft classes, and teach, you know, and definitely pass on what I have learned. I would love to maybe go into schools, because I love doing crafting with the grandkids, and they love it and they get super excited about it. So I did enjoy what I did as a career. Would I go back to that? Probably not. I'd probably do something teaching crafts, I think, because that's what I love. I love doing that. So, Debbie, does your hubby have any children from a previous marriage? And if so, do they live near you? And do you get to see them often? Okay, so Charmin has 3 stepchildren. He wasn't married, but he was with somebody for a long time. And so he has 3 stepchildren, one of whom he is very, very close to, his stepson. And he actually works with him. My other half is self-employed, and he actually employs his stepson. So one of them he sees very often. They live in the same town. The other 2 he doesn't see so often, but that's because it's a bit awkward. So one he sees, but he does talk to the others occasionally. But I think they don't want to sort of, do you know what I mean, feel like they're taking sides, whereas his stepson works with him and is very, very close. In fact, it's his birthday tomorrow, so he's coming to Greece to be there for the wedding as well. So, but his other 2 stepchildren are not coming. It's just his stepson. So yes. Right, Judith McPherson. My question for you is, what glues do you use when making your journals, and what is your favourite one? Silly. My favourite glue, a lot of you will already know, is Fabri-Tac. I love Fabri-Tac. That is great for fabrics. It's great for anything, to be honest, but it is a bit more expensive. If you're doing light paper, I just use a blue tack or a glue stick, but a good one. But I also use tacky glue, so I actually use like 3 glues. But Fabri-Tac, if it wasn't so expensive, I would use on everything. Blue tack is very good if you're doing thin paper, though. Very, very, very good. It does stay stuck down as well. So I would say these 2 are probably my favourite glues at the moment. Right, this and that, Michelle. Okay, this was the question that before Franny got bitten. What is your favourite craft store in the UK that they don't have in the States? I don't think you have the range. I do like the range. Hobbycraft I love, but it's very expensive. So I tend to go more to the range. We don't really have many craft shops here in Swindon. So excuse me, it would have to be the range, because they do have quite a good range of craft things, and they're quite, you know, they're not hugely expensive. So I would say the range. Right, okay, Christine's cards and things. Oh, that was it. It was, what is the funniest thing that happened to you? I told you, I was walking across the road, my skirt blew up over my head, and I had a handful of sandwiches and drinks, and then I went back into the office and made a lot of friends. But I could keep you going with these funny stories, so if you want one every single time, I'll tell you. Right, Julie, Olivia's Crafts and More. If you could meet any one of the Disney characters, who would it be and why? Who would I want to meet of the Disney characters? Shrek and Fiona. I like Shrek and Fiona. I think that they would be very hilarious, and I love the Shrek movies. They really make me laugh. Yeah, Shrek. I don't know. I haven't really thought about what Disney character I would like to meet, but I'm going to say Shrek and Fiona and Donkey. Donkey. It's Donkey. Well, something like that, and I'm mad. Oh, and there's the Puss in Boots cat, isn't there, which is just like my Lewis ginger cat. Yep. Right, okay. Oh, Pinky Noble. Okay, she asked a really good question as well. My question is, if you could learn a new dance, what would it be? I would love to learn the Argentine tango. Oh my goodness me, that is just the most, oh my gosh, greatest dance. But I like the waltz as well. But I would like to learn the Argentine tango. I could just imagine myself doing that. Oh yes, or the what's the other one? There's the tango, but I prefer the Argentine tango. And there is the paso doble. All of the Latin sort of very sexy dances. But I would definitely love to learn the Argentine tango. And if I could do my time again, I would definitely learn to dance more, better, whatever. I can boogie, but that's about it at the moment. Right, okie dokie, right, let's have a look. Joanne asked, let me have a look. Oh, okay, so how did Tony propose to me? Right, okay, I knew that he was going to propose to me, but I didn't know how or when. So, he's very naughty and he got me into cream cakes, and we go to a shop called Sainsbury's here, and he has this pavlova that we get. No, I hadn't had the pavlova, we'd had cream cakes. Anyway, one day he came home from work and he said he'd nipped into Sainsbury's and he'd got us a cake from Sainsbury's, and they come in a cake box and you can't see what cake it is. So anyway, it was funny because that night we settled down for the evening and he said, would you like your cake now? And I actually said to him, oh, I'm not really hungry. But then 2 minutes later, I thought, oh, that's a bit rude, Channelle. You know, he's gone all the way out of his way to get you an ice cream cake, which is a lovely gesture. I'll eat it. So he went downstairs. He got the cream cakes because we settled to watch TV in bed at night and have a cup of tea and a cream cake. And he brought these cake boxes up, and I'm sat there getting ready to eat my cream cake. And I open it, and there's the engagement ring in a cake box. And oh my gosh, it was just, I wasn't expecting it. It was such a wonderful way for him to propose, actually. So I did get a cream cake. I got a pavlova, but he took it out and he'd got it all sealed in the shop, so it hadn't been tampered with. He actually had took the ring into the cake shop and asked them to seal it with this price sticker and everything. It was amazing. I loved it. So that's how he proposed. Right, Thurrid. If you could give £1,000 away, who would get it? It would be my daughter. I would love to give her £1,000 and say, do you know what? You know, to do what you want with it, spoil the kids, treat yourself. I would be my daughter. I just, you know, she's got 4 children. They don't do too bad, but she doesn't always have a lot of money to spare. So I would definitely give it to my daughter. That would be the answer to that. Right, Jane Edwards asks, what die cutting machine would you buy? I've had a lot of die cutting machines. I've had electronic ones. I've had, you know, the electronic ones that are just a regular die cutting machine. I've also had the die cutting machine like the Scan and Cut and the Silhouette Cameo, which I love those machines, by the way. But for your bulk standard cutting machine, the Big Shot, any day of the week, the Big Shot. I've had other ones. I've had the electric ones that you don't have to crank, but they just take too long, and I just always go back to the Big Shot. I love the Big Shot. I wouldn't mind the big Shot for sure, you know, the bigger one, but at the moment I have the Big Shot. Love it, never had any problems, touch wood, with it. So I would definitely buy the Big Shot. Right, AJCA, if you had $1,000 to spend in a single store, where would you spend it? Oh, okay, what shop would I spend? Well, if I had 1,000, okay, Ted Baker. I love Ted Baker. It's very quirky. It's a fashion store, obviously, and we have one here in our outlet village, and I really can never afford to buy much. I've got a makeup bag and a pair of flip-flops and a handbag, not a proper handbag, just a beach bag sort of thing, but the handbags are like £100 and the shoes are like £100, and I would definitely have a little splurge in Ted Baker. Have a look at Ted Baker things. They've always got like bows on and quirky things, and oh my gosh, they're super gorgeous. I do have a credit card holder, I have a makeup bag, I have a purse, I have a beach bag, and I have a pair of flip-flops. And I have perfume from there. But as anything else, I haven't been able to afford it. So it would be Ted Baker. And I think that is all of the questions. But let me double check. Oh, and make sure I haven't missed anyone's questions here. Because sometimes it's very easy to miss one. One Peaceful Mind, Alicia. Yeah, I asked hers. Oh, hang on. Did I answer that one? Yeah, I think I've answered them all. If I've missed any, just give me a reminder and I'll add it on to the next day. We're going to do another day of questions. And I'll be back with more things. I will sort these out into 3 piles because they got messed up by Naughty Charles and Franny from earlier. She is okay, by the way. He didn't really bite her or pierce the skin. He just shocked her. And she was going around after going, "It's all right, Charlie. It was an accident." And yeah, she was just kept going up to him and saying, "It's all right, Charlie. It was an accident." But we had to rush out. So I thought I'd come back. See, look, if I go to tickle his tummy now, look, he's doing all this cute thing and you think, oh, he wants his tummy tickled. But look, if I go to do it, he has you. It's like, ow, 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 ow. Yeah, you're a little so-and-so. You do your belly so that we think, oh, diggle, diggle, diggle. Out, but no. Get off. Get off. There's your answer. He does not like his tummy tickled. You a monkey, you is. Don't you bite. Oh, right, okay. He's on one. He's in one. Right, I'm not playing that game, Grumpy. Right, I'm going. Don't forget to leave your questions in the comments below. And I'll be back tomorrow to answer them. Thanks for playing. And I shall see you all very, very soon. And this one is in trouble because he's very naughty. Ow! Oh, that's it. I've had enough now. I've had enough of you being very cantankerous instead of being lovely. I'm going to get Lewis up here tomorrow, or Bing, because he went down very well with everybody. They really liked Bing and thought he was really cute. Yeah, you're a monkey. He is such a monkey. Are you a monkey? Are you being grumpy? You're being very grumpy, aren't you? You're lovely, though. Look, he actually bit me. He actually sunk his tooth in and scratched me that time, look. Look what you did. Look what you did to Mummy. I'm getting Bing and Lewis up here in future. I mean it. Shall I go and get Lewis? And shall I go and get Lewis? Shall I go and get Lewis up here? No, you don't want me to, do you? Shall I? Right, Bing, where are you, Bing? Look at his little face. Look, look, look. He thinks he's missing out. Bing. Bing, where are you? Oh, Bingy, where are you, Mr. Bing? Lewis. Louie. They don't come, though. All the others do not come when you call them, do you? Right, I'm going to stop tormenting you now. Right, love you guys, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye from me and from Charles. Bye.